What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about if Yakuza Like a Dragon will be the best Yakuza game. Now, a few things we need to get out of the way early. Number one, this game is already available in Japan, okay? So I'm not taking into consideration anything of the fact that the game is already, you could already play it, people have played it, stuff like that. We're going to kind of pretend, in terms of Western markets like that, never even happened, okay? Because I feel like that would kind of ruin the entire video. Number two, you should probably know, I like Yakuza. I think it's actually a really, really fun series, a really interesting series. I actually bought Yakuza 6. I've played some of the past Yakuza games. I'm very much like choosing, in their own respect, choosing like a case-by-case basis on these games. So I'm not the biggest fan in the world. I don't know all the lore. I can't even get into super specifics, but I feel like that kind of goes into the point of this video, because when you look at Yakuza Like a Dragon, to me, it stands out. And again, I bought Yakuza 6. I think I had Yakuza 5 as well. So I've gotten a couple of the last several of them. And the games, again, I think are very, very solid. They're very fun. They're wacky. If you're not a Yakuza fan, I understand. I think going into these Yakuza games, you kind of have to set your expectations just a little bit differently than maybe any other game known to man. But no, these games are really good. But what I will say is, I feel like even with the spin-off games that they've had, okay, I feel like they have kind of entered a pattern where they kind of feel systematic, where they kind of feel just repetitive, not necessarily in a bad way, but I feel like as they keep coming out, it's like, okay, well, what truly makes this one different than another? And again, for a game like Yakuza, yeah, it's a big franchise. It's a huge franchise, lots of fans, and those fans, by the way, are going to stick with it, forever, okay? But you do always want to try and get brand new people that have never played the games before, people like me before, some of the last Yakuza games, and you need to stand out. You need to stand out in that way, and I don't think the games maybe necessarily have done the greatest job as of late. With that being said, Yakuza Like a Dragon, from the very first time they showed off this game, it was like, okay, I even remember it very clearly when they showed it. It was like, okay, it's Yakuza. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm glad another Yakuza game's coming. The games are very solid. But then you start to see what they were doing with this game, and holy Jesus. It's just, I feel like it's taking it to the next level. And I've watched quite a few gameplay, features of this game. Watched like Gaming Bolt's like 15 things you need to know. Obviously, there was like a journalist got to play, I think, like 10 hours of the game around a week or two ago, and everybody's very, very impressed with it. Everybody's saying some really nice things. I think this game does have a chance. Again, we're forgetting the fact that people have played it. The howlongtobeat.com, which, by the way, is a fantastic website. It tracks people that I guess want to put in there how long it takes to beat a game. Like, the main story is like 45 hours, and to do everything's like 90. So again, like, I guess you could technically measure this game up. You go talk to some people that played this game, or look at the reviews of people that have reviewed this game, and look at maybe how it compares to past games. But I think this game, even if it's not the best Yakuza game of all time, I think it has the biggest potential to stand out. It comes out in a very, very packed, it comes out the same, let's call it like a 9-day period, which is kind of like, I don't even know what to compare it to, but it's just a non-stop onslaught of games between Assassin's Creed and Xbox Series X coming out to November 19th, which is Cyberpunk. In those 9 days, there's Yakuza, there's Call of Duty, there's the PS5, there's all of their games, Miles, Demon's Souls, everything, Kingdom Hearts. You can go down a list of like 20 Godfall. You can keep going down a list, and Yakuza is one of them. And Yakuza, again, it's going to have its audience, it's going to have its group, but can it stand out? I think more than any of the past games, in my opinion. Now, this is, by the way, an opinion piece, right? You don't have to agree. In fact, if you disagree, it's totally cool. I welcome disagreements. It's fine. But I really do think this game has the potential to stand out, and people to get this game and say, wow, this is a different kind of Yakuza experience. The game looks phenomenal. It really does. It looks very, very fun. It looks just as wacky as always. But I think this time, again, kind of with like an extra layer that I think will make it pop for a lot of people. There is some weird stuff about it, again, with the fact that, did Microsoft like pay for this to be only on the next gen? It's odd that they don't like exclusives, and yet they do it. But and that's only, I guess, in case that this actually happened. But, you have like the PS5 version that doesn't come out till March very weird. So like, like Japan and places like that, like they already have it. Everybody else gets it in November, but I guess except for PS5, who if you have the PS4 version, and then you will get the free upgrade for PS5, but your save file will not transfer over. So there's some messy things. That's not the greatest thing on planet Earth, but I really do believe this game can stand out. I really, really do. Will it be the best Yakuza ever? I mean, I've always been told, and even from what I've seen of the stories of the Yakuza games, I think they are pretty underrated. I think they actually are very, very solid. I don't think people give them, people do give them credit. I don't think enough people give them credit. So I think at a baseline, it's going to be a fine, if not good game, and that is like the low end. The high end is, yeah, I mean, can this really push it? And because you have to do it. You have to do it for franchises like this. It's not like Call of Duty, but I mean, it's in the realm where it's like, okay, you do have, between the main installments and the spin-offs and just other kind of wacky things, I mean, you have almost a Yakuza game coming out, what, could you say yearly? I mean, maybe it's not every single year, but it's pretty darn close. And so you do have to, I think, throw things in from time to time to really start to, freshen up the experience, or really start to, like, shake up the core of this game. And I think this game can do it. So I'm excited for it. I can tell you that the whole case-by-case thing does apply here, where I'm really going to look at, just like Call of Duty, actually, it's the same kind of thing where I look at them each in their own respect if I'm going to buy them or not. I don't know if I'm going to get this game day one simply because of just everything else coming out in November, and that is a problem, and I think that is going to be a problem in terms of like mass sales for not just this game, but actually a lot of games, but we will see. But I do want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Sound off anything you want to talk about this game. If you guys are excited, if you guys think it could be the best Yakuza, let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel, hit the bell icon so you know when all these videos go up, and I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.